subject change, yes, by the meaning. Okay, let me find the one that writes. So, voice, active and passive. Active, it is when I do the action. For example, I eat a sandwich. And passive, it is when action is done on the object. A sandwich is eaten by me, for example. So you need passive voice in situations when it can be not important who does the action. A sandwich is eaten, and no matter who eats it, me or some other person. Or you can use passive voice when the actor who does the action is very clear. For example, a bank was robbed. Do you understand who can rob a bank? Offender, yes, a criminal. Because if you robbed a bank, you are a criminal, no matter who you were before this. So in this situation, it's not important who exactly robbed the bank. For example, a bank was robbed. $1 billion was stolen. So in this situation, it is important how much money was stolen, not who did this. Okay? Mm-hmm. Is it easy? Any questions at this point?
No.
Alright, now, to know, to use passive voice correctly, you need to know all tenses of active voice, like when to use present simple, when to use present continuous, when to use past simple, and so on. Because passive voice depends on active voice. Like, is your sentence in present simple, present continuous, past simple, and so on. General structure, formula of passive voice is helper, if you have helper in positive sentence, plus to be, plus verb in the third form or ed. For example, present simple. Do you have helper in positive sentence? I think it is my phone. Let's continue. So, do you have any helper in positive sentence of present simple? Say me a sentence in present simple.
The train arrives at 9.
Are there any helpers?
Ah.
The train arrives at 9. Are there any helpers?
Yes.
Which one? Don't look here. The idea is that you understand how it is made, so you don't need to use the book every time.
Speech, but other way.
Like, no, not like reported. No? Different. So, do you have any helpers in present simple positive sentence? I eat apples. Any helpers?
Is are and easy.
Do not repeat me the topic. Answer my question. Are there any helpers in present simple positive sentence? I eat apple.
Yes.
It's suffix, it's not helper.
No.
So are there any helpers?
No.
No. We use do does, but we don't use do does in positive sentence. We use do does in negative and question sentences. Right? Mm-hmm. And we are only talking about positive sentences here. So we say, for present simple, we don't have any helpers. How can you change to be in present simple? I made you to write this into your copybooks, so you definitely have this information.
Yes.
Who are you? Who are you? M is are. So M or is, or you didn't, or are plus verb in the third form or ed.
Before.
You see, you copied book information, but you should understand the meaning, so you don't need the book. So the meaning is that you should always have a helper if it exists in positive sentence, in active voice. Then it always to be as it changes. For example, to be for present simple changes it as am is are, right? I am, she is, he is. Add verb in the third form or ed. For example, here, a sandwich is eaten by me. I will not repeat the example, so you can just copy it from there. Okay? Now, what's about present continuous? What is help of a present continuous positive sentence?
Present
Say me a present continuous.
is
Yes. M is are.
in ing.
Before you go to ing, you need to put be with ing. So, how does to be change in present continuous?
To be changed in present continuous.
Yeah. Say me a sentence in present continuous.
I'm eating.
I'm eating, so being plus verb in the third form or ed. The sandwich is being eaten by me. Not being, being. It is part of passive voice for present continuous. Okay? It does not you couldn't translate it. It is just part of passive voice.
Why can't someone eat sandwich?
I am eating sandwich now. The sandwich is being eaten by me.
Why can't it?
Hmm?
Present.
Passive voice, we're talking about passive voice, don't forget. Like, if you say, a sandwich is eating me, then it sounds a little bit strange. Right? That's why you should say, the sandwich is being eaten by me. Or just being eaten. Alright? Okay, now past simple passive. What is helper in positive sentence for past simple?
Do, does.
Past.
Was.
Past.
Did.
Do you use did in positive sentence?
No.
So we don't have
Was.
any.
No.
No, we don't have any helpers.
That is it.
Wait, first you need to understand
Helper.
about helper. There is no helpers. What's about to be? How does to be change in past simple?
Was
Wasn't where. That's all.
Wasn't.
Was where plus verb in the third form or verb with ed. A bank was robbed. What? A bank. Here is your was, and here is your verb in the third form or with ed. Is it clear? Okay, past continuous passive.
Was being.
Yes, was were being. Because you have helpers, was were, that are from past continuous, plus being, plus verb in the third form or ed. For example, the bank was being robbed at 5 a.m. yesterday. Do not forget, when we use past continuous, we always need some clear time, some very definite time. Not just yesterday, but at 5 a.m. yesterday, so at this moment the bank was being robbed. Okay? Because if we say a bank was robbed, we understand that action was completed successfully. So somebody has taken all the money. And this somebody has not been caught probably. Okay? But when you say the bank was being robbed at 5 p.m. yesterday, you don't know the result. You don't know if the bank was robbed successfully or not. You just know that at 5 a.m. one bank was being robbed. Maybe they flee, so maybe they ran away, the criminals. Maybe police caught them at 5:05 or 5:45. We don't know it. So this is meaning of past continuous. Do you remember? Okay, what's about present perfect passive?
Present perfect.
Have or has, it's our helper. How can you change to be for present perfect?
Third form.
So what is third form of to be?
Be.
Was where?
Be.
Been. Has been plus verb 3 or ed. The homework has been done. It is like some of my students ask me when I say, why did you use Google Translator? They say, but the homework has been done. What's the problem? Did I do it myself or with Google Translate? So this is present perfect. The result is more important than the act. This is passive voice. When result is more important than who did it. Because if your sister, brother, or Google or ChatGPT does your homework, it's actually not that homework has been done. Okay? Because the idea is that you should do it. And the last one, no, not last, plus two. Past perfect passive. So, what's past perfect passive? What is helper of past perfect?
Have has.
No, past perfect.
Has.
Past perfect. Had.
Have been.
Had.
Has.
Had been verb 3 ed. Do you need an example?
Mm-hmm.
For example, the sandwich had been eaten
Sure.
before I came home or before I arrived. Okay? So now, and here we have only future simple passive. We don't have future perfect passive or future continuous passive, but you should understand that we still can use future perfect, future perfect, and future continuous with passive voice. The scheme does not change absolutely. So, how would you say future simple passive? Will plus be plus verb 3 or ed. For example, what can we say? Some measures, some laws or regulations will be taken to control advertisement. Okay? I would like you yourself write additionally forms of passive voice for future continuous and future perfect in your copybooks, because I do not have enough space on the desk, on the board. Yes, future continuous and future perfect. You know how to use it? So you